If I were to ask you about V12s, most of you would come with a petrol unit within the automotive or aircraft business. Their diesel counterparts, however, were used for very different purposes, and therefore their popularity may change a lot as well. Today I want to share with you interesting diesel 12 cylinders which power the world from the other end. Kharkiv model V234. Produced in Ukraine during the Soviet Union era, Kharkiv's engine was used from fast to heavy tanks in World War II and Cold War. It was an aluminum engine with water cooling and an interesting feature which were different strokes. While the left bank had a stroke length of 180mm, cylinders on the right side traveled 186mm up and down. Its output varied between 450 to 700 horsepower. Audi Q7 V12 TDI. The 6-liter TDI was supposedly sourced from the Audi R10 TDI project. They do not share a single component, and the production engine is not really 6-liter either. However, it does have twin turbos and a torque of 1000 Nm. Up to this day, it is still the only passenger car with a diesel V12, although it was heavy, thirsty and more or less meaningless. They made it because they could. Mitsubishi S12 UM Mitsubishi is much more than just the automotive business. Besides turbochargers, they also produce large truck, bus and marine engines and locomotives. The New Zealand DJ class, for instance. This one in the video is a marine version making over 3000 horsepower and weighing about 20.5 tons. Deutz V12. Deutz is a company founded by Nicholas Otto, the guy whose 4-stroke Otto cycle is used in almost every single petrol engine. He was also responsible for various diesel power plants like V12s. Those started around 19 liters and reached as much as 127 liters in case of the largest, meant for all locomotives before World War II. Detroit Diesel 12V. Amongst the two-stroke Detroits, the V6 and V8 engines were the most popular for the on-road applications, such as trucks and buses. However, they did make a few V12s as well, starting at 14-liter 12 V71, which was often used for the heaviest and toughest working semis. The larger 2-ton heavy 12 V92 was more common as a marine power plant, and the V12 of the 149 series was a power generator. Caterpillar C42. The C42 series includes a single layout, a twin-turbo V12, however applications for it are endless, starting at a marine, through construction up to a locomotive use. It is a high-speed engine with power output between 600 to 1900 horsepower with a weight of 3 tons. Marcedes OM 444. First diesel V12 by Mercedes came along in the 70s, and to this day, there is actually more diesel than gasoline 12 cylinders by Mercedes. As the bang angle was 90 degrees and crank pins shared, it was not an even firing engine unlike the V8 within the engine family. Its standard weight was 1115 kilograms, up to 1220 kilograms with an intercooler and turbo. Tatra V12. It was with the Tatra 111 when the first truck V12 of the company was introduced. It was a 14.8 liter and eventually got as large as 17.6 liters in case of the older 75-degree unit. Typically for Tatra, it was an air and oil cooled engine just like the newer 90-degree one, which besides natural aspiration also received a pair of turbochargers. Cummins V12. Although the majority here know the 5.9 liter Cummins B series in the Dodge Ram, there are many different applications for which you are able to get a Cummins V12. They have a Cummins K series for mining with a displacement of 38 liters, or the Quantum series, which is more common for railway and construction usage. Peugeot 908 HDI. Just like the Audi the same year, Peugeot also introduced a 5.5-liter twin-gear turbo V12 Le Mans car running on diesel. Here at Circuit de la Sarthe, mostly foreigners tend to win, but with the 908, even domestic factory team Peugeot Sport Total managed to achieve victory in 2009.